Hi, Catalina here. Today I would like to talk briefly about the Down Payment Towards Equity Act of 2021. And what that is a Biden federally mandated and expanded access to down payment assistance for specific Americans of up to $25,000. It starts at baseline 20 if you belong to a socially disadvantaged group. It's up to $25,000. So this video will talk a little bit about what this act is in Congress to expand home ownership for first generation homeowners, essentially is what it's trying to target. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the requirements, and you can learn if you fit into that category, as well as just about what it is, especially if you are yet to purchase a home. First and foremost, the mortgage vehicle, it's to help people assist them to afford a down payment, and it has to go towards a federally backed mortgage vehicle, which is a Freddie, Fannie, FHA, VA, USDA type of loan. So basically those are loans that are overseen by the federal market. So I did want to talk about that. Additionally, let me talk about some of the qualifications. It's not been passed yet, so I just want to be clear. So it's not like this has been already enacted and made into law or something, but it is something that's being debated in Congress right now. So I wanted to provide a brief overview, as I've been hearing kind of more news and more noise about it. So I wanted people on our channel to be aware that this is an act going through the House and the Senate right now. So I downloaded a version of the bill, and that's why I keep on looking down at my phone. So essentially it's up to $25,000. I mentioned that. And as of the current form of the bill, it is for first-time home buyers who earn a low to moderate income consistent with the area, and it's dependent on the area, right? Buy a home that is their primary residence, so it's not for people who want investment property. It is a government-backed mortgage, like I mentioned, Freddie, Fannie, FHA, VA, USDA type of loan. Like I mentioned as well, first-generation home buyer or have parents or legal guardians who defaulted on their home loan or lived in foster care during their lifetime. So really important, it's to help socially disadvantaged people. So really happy to hear it is for guardians who default on their home loans as well as lived in foster care during their lifetime. Very interesting that they talk about those specific subgroups. So it's not used to purchase a second home or rental property, just to be clear. So what are the income requirements? Because I know people will care about that. So being a first, I actually want to address, what does it mean to be a first-time home buyer? First-time home buyer is, it's an eligible home buyer, must not have owned a home or co-signed on a mortgage within the last 36 months. So it's not like you have never bought a home. So I wanted to find that. The bill classifies home buyers who own a home more than 3 years ago as a first-time buyer. So that's first and foremost. I know that language is kind of confusing. First-time buyer implies I've never owned a home, but the definition is within the last 36 months. So I want to clarify that. And the income earning for this program, it's not actually as low as it sounds. Eligible home buyers can earn over 20% of the median income for their area. So it goes by like an index. What's the median income of your area? And you can make over 20% of it for areas like that are less populated and less of a high income area. If it's a higher income area like New York City, Los Angeles, things like that, then you can earn 80% over the local median income. So I just want to be very clear about that. So if, for example, in San Francisco, an eligible home buyer earns $189,000 or less. So to me, that sounds like, wow, that's quite a bit of money. But for San Francisco, apparently that's 80% over the local median income. So that's just an example I'm putting out there. So for example, a place like Portland, Maine, where the median income is $60,000, you can earn, it's 20% higher, $72,000. Those are a couple examples. So it totally depends on the area. If it's not a super high income, high cost of living area, then you can earn up to 20% higher than the median income. If it's a super high cost area like New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, then 80% over the local median income. So just wanted to clarify that. The thing that's great about these federal backed vehicles as well is that it only requires a 3 to 3.5% down to get the house. So that's really important to note. And the requirement of the act is that those trying to qualify will have to take a online or in-person home ownership class, which is kind of, I find that to be pretty standard of a lot of down payment assistance programs as well. Okay. So just wanted to put it out there. So if you meet the qualifications I mentioned above and are not part of the socially disadvantaged group, but you are part of the low to moderate income American, you qualify for the $20,000. If you're part of a socially disadvantaged group, which includes people who identify as Black, Hispanic, Asian American, Native American, any combination, or subject to racial or ethnic prejudice or cultural bias because of their identity, then you qualify for this socially disadvantaged group, which gets an additional $5,000. So instead of 20, you qualify for $25,000. So I just want to put that out there as well. And if you purchase a home of $100,000, the $25,000 cash grant will be split into a larger down payment, a lump sum for the closing costs, extra cash to buy down the mortgage interest rates, etc. The act also covers like what can this $20,000 to $25,000 cover. It can cover down payment, it can cover closing costs, it can cover buying down your interest rates, things like that. So I just want to include that as well. And if you move within 5 years of being in that primary residence, then you have to pay some of that money back. So that's the current, and of course they have it like stepped. So if you sell in the first year, you have to pay all 100% back. If you move in your second year, you pay 80% back. Third year, you pay 60% back, etc. So you get the idea. If you move in your fourth year, 10,000 back. If you move in your fifth year, then you pay 5,000 back. That's an example if you get all 25,000. So just want to put that out there. And will this become law? I mean, we don't know yet. We're hoping to get that answer by the end of November, but I'll keep you updated as I hear more news. And of course, there are other down payment assistance programs out there. You can always research. There are down payment assistance resource sites all over the internet. I don't have any specific one I want to endorse here, but I do think that this is really helpful to help first generation buyers. And I just pray that the government doesn't roll it out in such an arduous way that makes it hard for people to understand if they qualify, because I think all the criteria is already kind of difficult to understand. But I hope that the way they roll it out, lenders get educated and it's easily lenders can identify the borrowers, and it's not like so many other down payment programs where lenders are like, oh, it's just going to take too much time. It's too hard. We're just not even going to talk about it. So I'm hoping the government rolls it out in a very easy to access way so that borrowers can actually access it. But if you are educated, you will know to ask about it. So if it's relevant to you or your borrowers, I hope this information was helpful.